Welcome to Can I Park Here? Brought to you by FindAFashionTruck.com. Nashay and Estrell's mission is to inspire future and existing small business owners. They don't claim to be experts. They're simply trying to figure this all out, just like you.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Can I Park Here podcast, brought to you by StartAFashionTruck.com. My name is Nashay, and I'm here with
Estrell.
We hope you enjoyed last week's episode with Estrell talking about her favorite supplies for branding, packaging, and more. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to do it. You know, one thing we didn't mention last week is that was our 60th episode.
Woohoo!
Crazy! So be sure to check it out, especially if you're trying to figure out where to get bags, tissue paper, the dress forms, or anything out of the ordinary, because I think Estrell did a good job of giving you guys a good number of places to check out.
But today we have the pleasure of chatting with Christian. She is the owner of Big Chop Accessories in Oakland, California. Her truck is colorful and beautiful. I love it. She said she actually, the design is inspired by an actual piece of fabric, which I think that's an awesome idea.
And she has really, I'd encourage you guys to go over to her Instagram account, Big Chop Accessories, because she has really good style. Even when you look at pictures of her, I just want her to dress, pick out clothes and dress me. Okay, Nashay, I need you to wear this today, or this is your wardrobe for the weekend. She's just one of those people that just has good style. I need help. It's I like nice stuff and I see stuff on Pinterest and I'm like, oh, that's a great outfit, but I hate shopping for it. I would prefer if somebody's okay, Nashay, we picked out these shirts for you, this dress for you, and, here you go. I'm just lazy. I feel I can be stylish, but I'm just lazy. But she looks like she does it effortlessly. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, she has great style. Well, folks, I know you're anticipating this episode. So here we go.
All right. Today we have on Christian from Big Chop Accessories in Oakland, California. Welcome, Christian.
Thank you.
Really excited to have you on. Can you tell the listeners a little bit, about you, your background before you started the truck, and then why you decided to open up a mobile boutique?
Okay. So background, I was a stay-at-home mom. And my story, I guess, is a little bit different from most just because it started with a personal experience that some might understand, but I went natural. So basically, I cut off all my hair. I had no hair, just basically a buzz cut. And I needed accessories to kind of complement my look. So I started making jewelry, and it kind of took off from there. I had a newborn baby at home with 2 other kids. I was a stay-at-home mom, started making jewelry. My business picked up, and I started growing and growing. And I was researching in magazines, and I found a fashion truck in Forbes magazines. And I was like, oh, wow, this is interesting. And I always had a love for fashion and jewelry. So I kind of combined the two with my business. And now I don't make jewelry, but I love clothes and fashion. So, it kind of goes together with one. And I love natural hair.
I totally understand you. Now, both of us, Nashay and myself, we're natural. But the difference is Nashay, she transitioned her hair, but I shaved all mine off. And it was once I had no hair, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I had to find all kind of big earrings just to kind of compensate for the fact that I didn't have any hair.
Yes, that's what
So I totally get it.
And then the accessories you were making initially, were they more head wraps, or were they headbands? Were you sewing them or
making earrings? So I was making
just earrings. Okay.
Necklaces, but they were
just to accessorize.
Yes, just kind of accessorize your look, and that was my slogan, accessorize the new you. So, yeah, that's how it all started. Everybody still comes in. They're like, "Where?" I was making button earrings. They're like, "Where's your button earrings?" I'm like, "I haven't made those in years, you guys." But I'm actually thinking about doing it again, so we'll see.
Well, yeah, because if the people are asking for it,
Yes.
then yeah. And then, so how long were you doing that before you actually purchased the truck?
So I've had my name for 4 years now, and I've had my truck for 2 this coming October.
So how were you selling before? Or did you have a Etsy shop or anything like that?
A lot of table vending.
Okay.
Yes, a lot of it. Basically, it was my weekend passion: table vending, online sales, all that fun stuff. And I just made jewelry once my little ones went to sleep. So once I put the babies to sleep or nap time, I would make my earrings and all that fun stuff. Right now, I actually do have a part-time job, which I love, and people think I'm crazy because I technically don't have to do it. But I went to a gym. I fell in love with the gym, and I have a background in the gyms. So I kind of, I go there at 3:45 in the morning. I do my shift, and
Wait, what?
Yes.
What?
I'm the opener. So it still gives me time. I get, my membership, it still gives me time to, I have something outside of the house because my kids went back to school. All my babies are in school now. So, and I was like, wow, I'm at home and I kind of have this little bit of time I can use outside the home. And it's great networking. Like I meet a lot of fabulous women and, I kind of opened up my horizons and not just in home and online base.
Okay.
And the gym can be like, a second family too. So yeah. I know. But I love it. They'll hear and be like, yeah, she loves it.
Now, where did you find your truck?
On Craigslist. So I told my husband, hey, I want to get this truck. And he was like, okay. And he pretty much goes with the flow of whatever I want to do. So I pretty much looked for a truck for a year. And then I just happened to I was sick on the couch. And I was looking on Craigslist for a truck because, once you get obsessed with something, that's what you do. And I was like, wait, there's a truck for sale 2 blocks from my house. It has electricity in it already. It's ready to go, and it's $5,000. And my husband was like, get up off that couch and go look at it. So I took my sick self with my husband and the kids, and we went to look at the truck, and the rest is history.
All right. Now, I love how colorful the truck is. It's beautiful. Now, how did you determine how you wanted the outside to look? Like, is that a wrap or is it painted?
It's a wrap.
Okay.
So that was hard because I have a very outgoing personality and I love bright colors and prints. Like I love that was what I made my earrings on. You just get bright colors and prints. You know me as that, but I wear black all the time. It's funny. But I love colorful pieces and really African prints. So when I was talking to my designer and I was showing him pieces of fabric and what I thought and what I haven't seen out there, he kind of just took a piece of fabric and went with it. So it's actually a piece of cloth that I have in my office now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's cool.
Love the inside of the truck too. I was just looking on your Instagram account, and I love the wood flooring. And then it looks like, do you have kind of copper piping inside the truck too?
Yes. So that's what we use for the clothing racks.
And then, so how long did that whole process take?
A month.
Wow.
My husband built everything inside, and I tell you that man, I call him Handy Mandy. I don't know where he came from, and I'm seriously blessed. Yeah, he can do anything. I'm like, hey, the toilet's broken. He will go and fix it. I'm like, I don't know. He can just do anything. I need new tires. Okay, put them on. So basically, he would come home from work and work on the truck. I gave him a deadline, and he finished it in that deadline.
Wow. Now, so what did you put in the truck? Because I know, I'm not sure what Oakland, California's weather is. So did you have to put an AC unit in there or have a generator hooked up because you guys have hot days? Do you not have to worry about it because Oakland is kind of one of those places in California where it's a steady 75 degrees? Also, did you put any other bells and whistles inside the truck?
The great thing about my truck and why we went for it so fast was it came with AC already. It had electricity up to it, so it kind of was a win-win situation for us. And I think that's why it took me so long to find a truck, because I wanted to get something that was perfect. Not perfect, but something I can turn into awesomeness. So we use a generator, and it does get super hot out here. Sometimes in the summer, you don't even want to go in the truck. You're like, oh, I don't want to take nothing out. I don't want to do anything, and it's going to be so hot. But I'm able to plug in the generator. I'm able to plug it up into my house because it has the outlet already built into it. And then that way I can just turn on my AC at the top. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, no. Yeah, because I think people, like, they try to figure out what all they should do. Like, should they get a generator? Should they not get a generator? Should they get any special, like, track lighting inside? Should they put, for example, like a dressing room? But I see you have like a dressing room in there too. So I guess your truck is large enough where it doesn't take up too much real estate. You can still have the dressing room and kind of the clothes that you want inside too. You have enough room for it.
My vehicle was a swap vehicle. It's an 82 GMC. So that where the dressing room is where the restroom was. So we took out the restroom. I was very sad. I was like, but wait, I need it.
I know. I was like, ooh.
And we took out the restroom. We put the dressing room right there. And we gutted the whole thing pretty much. Like, the only thing we got was the electric and the AC, pretty much. So it had cabinets for your gun cases. It still has a siren on it, which I don't never use, but it's pretty cool and all that.
I see you have wooden. Are they, heavy, or are they pretty light? Did you guys build them, or did you like buy them online?
We built them, and they're not heavy per se. I lift them myself, and I go to a lot of events myself, and I'm able to do it. I do have a lot of people run over and say, let me help you. But I find I like to do stuff myself because people like, okay, can I get something for free? And I'm like, but no.
You're like, I've got this.
Yeah, I'm a woman. I'm out here in my truck, and I'm going to, I can do it all by myself, But if you want to help, thank you so much. So, so I'm able to lift it myself.
Now, have you had any issues with driving or parking around the city? Like, what are the actual regulations when it comes to mobile boutiques in your area?
We can't park downtown Oakland. So we're not allowed to go downtown, which is a bummer. But I get it. We don't have a lot of parking spaces. But we have a ton of festivals. I mean, I'm still in festival season. We go until probably November, and then it comes the Christmas season. So then everybody wants to book. They still have stuff outside. So we're in California to still be able to go. So I pretty much been Friday through Sunday and leave the rest of the week for online sales and promoting. So any other regulations, I haven't had any problems. If I'm allowed to go to events, then that's great. And we just got access into, it's called What a Grind. So we're able to go to follow the food trucks now, which when I first started, we weren't able to follow them.
Really?
Oh.
So I just got accepted to that. I have one location, and I'm hoping this is their first time, so it's like a trial period, and then we're going to follow them some more and see what happens. So this is pretty cool because they're really huge.
It's so funny because I think it's funny at the beginning, like you had said that you did accessories, but I immediately went to the head wraps because when I was looking on Instagram, I saw you with this amazing head wrap, and I'm like, why can I never find head wraps like that? I love your style.
Can I just tell you about that head wrap? This is going so off topic. But I went to New York. My husband, I was beat this summer. I've been working like crazy, and my friend was going to New York for Essence Fashion Week. For Essence Block Party. So she was like, get a ticket and come on. So I was able to get a ticket on a late Sunday night for really cheap, and I got on the plane and went, and my husband took the kids. And I was like, what am I going to do with my hair? I don't have a haircut because I'm shaved right now. And I put that head wrap on, and it was like the best thing I did. So everybody right now is asking for head wraps. So I'm thinking about it, but we'll see. Because, I don't like stepping on other people's toes. And if I know somebody who sells them or they're accessible, I'd rather just tell you about it, like where to get it from. So, yes.
Yeah. But I feel like good head wraps are sometimes hard to find.
I feel like if you are going to just have like a couple in your truck, just so people can, have access to them, I don't think that would be stepping on anybody's toes. It's not like you're revamping your business to be just head wraps.
True.
Because I think hair wraps, like, I can't even find hair wraps. I'm here in Chicago, and I can't find them, like that.
Yeah, and I'm in DC, and you would think like DC, I feel like is almost like the natural hair capital of the US. Everyone, you go in DC and like everyone is natural. But yeah, if you go into the stores, you really don't see any cool hair wraps. It's just like regular scarves. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, so sorry, I was distracted earlier. Apologize. But
I love talking about my neighbor's hair last week. So I'm like, let me tell you.
I know. I was like, I like her head wrap. Totally zoned out. So you've been operating the truck for the past 2 years. How has that been? Like, did you see a significant increase in sales, like from going to like from like pop-up shops or craft fairs to like now owning this mobile boutique? Was it about the same? I'm just curious what's been your growth?
I find the first year is the hardest. Being that I'm in a big city and everybody can go to the mall, and it's like, what's this?
Mm.
I have a lot of people who walk by and they're like, that's cute, okay, and they keep on going, and they're scared to come inside. So I find that you have to talk to people to kind of be like, come see me, you're looking, come on, come on. So you have to pull them in. This year, I'm starting to see a change. But I also took a lot of social media classes. I took a lot of promoting classes. Pretty much, I'm working 24/7 to learn how to promote my business by myself. So that's what it takes. It can't just be like, I'm going to go out there and start a truck and then just post on Instagram and everything's going to be beautiful and lovely. It's not. It is so much work, but it's very rewarding to start seeing that change that's happening.
What are some of the things that you needed to start doing just to help like draw people in?
So your display outside is key. The main outfit that you're gonna put on display. I try to tend not to have.
Oh.
I have more. So I used to put one mannequin, just like, come on, this is cute. Now I put three. I have a sell bin. Like the last festival I did in Oakland, it was called Art and Soul, and I screen print my own T-shirts. So I was
Neat.
Really?
too. So I had these T-shirts that's just been in my office for over a year. They're just sitting there. My husband's like, "You should sell these for $5." I'm like, "Nobody's gonna buy these shirts for $5. Come on now." So we just happened to just put them out on the table for $5. When I tell you, I sold out and had one of my biggest sale days ever.
I'm like $5. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
from a $5 T-shirt sale, but it had taught me that I looked at those shirts as a failure because it wasn't a great design. Like sometimes I have these amazing ideas, like I'm gonna put this on a shirt, and then it doesn't work. So now I kind of like think about it, jot it down, test it with some ladies, so that way I can know if it's a good seller or not. And so I was looking at the shirts like, no, it's not gonna work, and no, no, no. So I put my sale items out, and it was amazing. That got people out in the truck. It was like $5. Okay, now let me go in and shop and buy more stuff, just because she has a $5 sale, and this is amazing. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. But I was able to sell them for $5 because I make them, so that actually, I didn't lose too much money. I actually made money.
Do you wear the clothes that you sell in the truck? Like when you're out at the events, do you wear like the actual items just to promote them?
Every time I go out, I have to have on something from my truck. You will never find me in somebody else's clothing. Everything I wear. I find people come in and they're like, "Oh, I love what you have on." And I'm like, "It's right here." So that is, but like everything. When I went to New York, everything I had on was from my truck because I was going to be taking pictures. So I wanted to use those pictures for promo. So yes, if you see me out and about, I sell it.
Cool. But I think like that is like a key thing, that truck owners, like new and existing ones, can take away from listening to this is it is about the display, because if people don't see anything on the outside, they're like, why am I walking into this truck? What is in this truck? Like, because people aren't that familiar with fashion trucks, like there's still that trust factor there. And so you have to figure out how to get them to trust you. So then they'll come in. Yeah. Now, did you have to do anything, as far as exposure on like the social media front, or were you able to or did you always have like, I guess, a good idea on how to like promote yourself? Because I see you have like on Instagram, like almost 2,500 followers.
So I took this fabulous course on social media and social media marketing and just basically owning your brand. And when I tell you, she's my mentor now. Like I look up to her. I'll send her. I just put out a promo video today on my Facebook, And I sent it to her, and before I put it out, like, she was like, "It's good, Chris." And I was like, "Okay." Her name is Tico Najan. And she basically taught me this course and like to a whole bunch of other ladies on how to, do social media. So it was more so just what you post, your pictures don't always, like think about what you're posting. I have an app that I use. It's UNUM. And it basically helps you organize your photos on what you're going to post. So every Sunday, I line out all my photos what I'm going to post, and I rearrange it so it can look complete and cohesive. That's what I do. And then, I do the wording, all that fun stuff. The hashtags are important. So, yes.
Yeah, it is so interesting too. Like, it's really a package deal, right? Like, it's like the social media, it's how you present yourself in front of people. It's like, as far as like, the stands outside, it's what you're wearing because you want people to be like, oh my goodness, this shoe's so stylish. I want what she has. And so that, my goodness, sounds exhausting, but it's what I guess you have to do in order to like increase sales. Do you have any other like lessons learned or tips for people who are kind of like just starting out and they don't even know like how to get out there, or it's just things that they should keep in mind their first year?
I would say to find a group of entrepreneurs, women or men, who you can talk to and get advice from. I'm very blessed in the Bay Area. We tend to work together. I call them my bending family. We have a group of friends and we bounce ideas off each other like no other. I have several mentors. I have several people that, I call and just say, hey, what about this? What about that? What do you think? And they do the same thing with me. And just know you can't always do everything yourself. Like sometimes you need the help and you need to get out there and reach, but you can't share all your secrets. And not to say in the circles, like, I'm pretty open and free. Like, hey, I just found this app. I will call people and be like, look at this. I found this app. But also, you have to know who you're able to share with and who's not going to cross you and do all that fun stuff. So I say finding your team and sticking with it and having each other's back.
And how many trucks are in the Oakland area?
I would say 6, but we're having some pop up because I haven't been to some events and people are calling me like, there's another truck. So I was 6 or so, or there could be more. There could be about 10 because we have so many festivals that we can all go to different things and not know about it.
Yeah, that's what I love about California is it's like I feel like California and New York are the same, where you have like a ton of fashion trucks and it's somewhat the norm. Even though I guess it's tricky too because it's more competition too, right? And all 6 of you or 5 of you could show up at the same event, where if you're like in some small town in Kentucky, you're the only fashion truck. And so everybody eats you up and they love you because you're it.
The thing with that is we all have different styles. So I can think on one hand where we have the same outfit in our truck, but we really work well together to where we'll be like, how much are you selling yours for? How much? Okay, so we're going to put this price for all of them, and we're going to make it so you can win, I can win, and we'll send each other to each other's trucks. I'm like, no, I don't have it, but check out my friend's truck over here, or we'll promote each other's businesses to where it's not a competition. Like if a new truck pulls in, I'm going to be like, hi, I'm Chris. Come on in, let's share and be my friend. Like, let's add each other and work together. Because I think it's more in working together than trying to compete. We do so much better if we, didn't compete. So, yes. Because I might like this vest and I think it's amazing and everybody should have the vest. The other chick might say, oh, no, that's not for me. So,
Right.
Nisha and I, we were kind of going back and forth about like branding, suppliers, marketing materials, packaging. We actually did an episode on that this week. And I wanted to know, what are your favorite places to get your supplies from?
Supply Warehouse. Have you guys heard of them?
Yep. That was one of the ones on our list.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So I just have these necklace tags and earring tags from them. They just came out with them, I think, a couple of months ago. They are amazing. I'm going to post them on my Instagram, I think this weekend. And they're just awesome. Like, they come with a tape, and I designed them myself on there, and it took about a week to get them. But they have my logo. They made my stuff just look way more better than the sticky little tags that I were using, the little circle sticky ones. I actually took them to an event last time, and I didn't actually have to give out business cards because the necklace tags on them, and everybody was like, "No, I have your information already." So that helped me save me money too. So I actually pretty much get all my supplies from them.
So wait, you can do custom stuff on Store Supply Warehouse?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Really? I didn't know that part.
Yeah, so you can do, I have necklace tags, I have earring cards from them, and I designed it myself, and they just sent them to me.
Oh, I have to check that part out.
Design either. And I don't even think I spent that much. For like 100, I think it was maybe $30 or $40. It wasn't that much money for each earrings and the cards.
And what about for branding materials like business cards or flyers, that type of thing?
When I got my truck, I had the guys that did my vinyl wrap. They designed my cards. Right now, I'm just going to Office Depot to get my cards, because sometimes I forget. Those are one of the things like, oh, I need cards, and I know I can run to Office Depot and get some cards made real fast. That's not the route. I'll put that in my list of things to do while I'm thinking of it. But I also and then I found there's a lot of things on Instagram that I've seen, but right now I have these promotional cards that I use because I'm starting to launch home parties. I actually teamed up with an event planning company. So we teamed up together to do these awesome, girl day parties and all that fun stuff. So I pass out those cards with my information on them just to get the word out that, hey, you can book on my website to, do the home party.
Do you, for the home parties, because I know that's come up too before, do you require like a deposit before you'll go?
I require a $50 deposit, but you get that back in merchandise. Okay. So you can use that $50 towards shopping.
Okay. And what about a cancellation fee, like a last minute cancellation fee? Do you charge?
If you cancel, then that $50 is, I keep that. Okay. I pretty much learned there's always somewhere I can go. So I'm not too worried about it, like if someone cancels. But with the event planners, you're going to be doing something big with them.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to be doing table settings and candy bar. And so you're not going to want to cancel. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. And if they do, yes. I haven't. This is actually, we haven't really done a party. This is our first day. We just launched it today. So we'll see. I might have to change some things now to think about it, but yeah.
But that's kind of like genius though, right? Like to partner with them.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I've gotten really good response today from the promo video. So.
Oh, you have a promo video?
Yes, I just put it out.
Okay.
It's only on Facebook right now, and then I'll launch it on Instagram on Monday.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen you've almost got like 500 views on it, so people are loving it. Cool.
Are you in our Facebook group?
I am. I've kind of been quiet, but
you should post the promo video in there just so people can get an idea of things that they could do for their home parties.
I will definitely put it in there. I wanted to get the response from my family first. Because Facebook is kind of, you gotta. So I finally did Facebook, like, let me just test the waters, and then Instagram is like my big platform, and then so then I was gonna put it tonight to like the smaller, like my boards and all that fun stuff, and say, hey, you guys, what do you think? But now I feel like pretty good. I'm like, yay, today's a good day.
And then I just wanted to ask you a quick question about your website, because it seems like you've got a lot on here, which is great because sometimes you'll go to some fashion truck websites and there's like 3 things on there and it's like, okay, they don't draw the customer in. But I see you have like one of the pages you have on here is a shop section. So do you have something where it's also connected to the point of sale system you use in the truck to make sure you don't accidentally sell something on the shop while you're out at an event?
No. So I use Wix, and it doesn't connect, and then I use Vin for my POS system in the truck. I haven't had a problem, but I would just pull it off the truck if that did happen.
Okay. So because you'll just get that notification, and then you'll be like, okay, let me not sell this.
Yes.
But I like that you have multiple pages, like find our truck, host a party, about us, and then kind of like your shop page. So the people, I guess, that meet you in the truck if they get your business card, it's like another way to kind of draw them in, which is pretty cool. Cool. Well, I just have just a couple of wrap-up questions just to help the audience get to know you a little bit better before we go. Do you have a favorite podcast, blog, book, or TV show? And if so, what is it?
I read so much, and I have so many books. This sounds bad. Audible is my favorite thing in the whole wide world.
Oh, yeah.
Done. I will listen to books all day. Girl Boss changed my life.
I love Girl Boss, yeah.
There's one more book, kind of like Girl Boss, that's not, and it's about women not competing against each other, and I'm horrible with remembering things. Blogging, I don't really read them. I love looking at the pictures, but I don't. Podcasts, I love you guys' podcasts. On my way to New York, I was actually listening to all of them. And I was like smiling and high-fiving myself, and people were looking at me like I was crazy. So another one, it was about networking, but he stopped posting. I was like, what happened to you? He's not even on here anymore. I'm looking on here. Yeah. And then Instagram, I'm addicted, but I'm not addicted. But you can find so much information just by searching on Instagram, So, yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you listen to, because it's funny when you said Girl Boss, I immediately went to the podcast. Like, I have it flagged in Amazon to buy the book on Kindle because everybody loves it. But what put me on the Girl Boss was the podcast. Have you listened to her podcast?
Nope. I have them, and I tell you one day I will, and I will sit down.
Well, it's really good. It's like, just start from the beginning.
I tried it, and it just didn't do it for me.
Really?
Yeah. And then the random, sponsors, she would cut off the conversation to go to a random sponsor or a commercial or whatever, and then go back to the conversation. I'm like, I don't like that. It was just, maybe it's just me. But they were boring.
I love them. But the thing about it is, it's like with podcasts, because you mentioned that podcast where the guy doesn't post anymore. It's like, I respect that. Girl Boss is a businesswoman. So she has probably hundreds of thousands of people listening. And so those sponsors probably pay $2,000 to $3,000 an episode to get on there. So if I was her, I'd be like, you just have to bear with it because I got to get paid.
Yeah, cut it.
Right. Because they don't even bother me. I just, if it's like something I don't want to hear, I just fast forward, because I guess I realize you got to do what you got to do because she's giving us good content. And so somebody's got to get paid.
Well, now I'm going to go listen to it, and then I'll message you.
Then, yeah, you can let us know. Message us and let us know thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yeah, it'll probably be a thumbs down.
No!
I found my second favorite book besides Girl Boss. It's called Girl Code.
I've heard of that.
Amazing. I actually follow her on, if I love you, I will follow every page that you have.
Is that from the TV show on MTV?
No, I don't watch TV. I'm more of a Hulu, Netflix, sit down and work kind of person.
Oh, okay.
But I have cable for some reason. I don't know. But I don't know if she has a show. Actually, I need to find that out. But so that book was really good. It was just yes, girls work together. This is the code, So that was awesome.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, because I know Girl Boss is more about Sophia's story, and then how she kind of built this retail empire from nothing. And then I've heard Girl Code mentioned before, but I didn't know really what it was about. Is it also stories, or is it really just about kind of women empowerment and how to be a better business person, or is it dealing with business at all?
It's both. It's all of what you just said. It's all there in one.
Okay.
Yes.
Neat. We'll put the link in the show notes.
Yeah. Girl Boss, I really enjoyed it because I had a shoe problem. I love shopping, and it's bad because I own a truck. If I see something that's amazing, somebody else's truck, I'm going to go buy it, and I'm going to be I'm going to love it, and I don't care the cost because it's happened to me before. And I was like, I paid what? But I could have got that for what over here? So, but it taught me, I don't need to have everything. And if I want to build myself, then I need to slow down and count my coins and be okay, which is 101 that my mom taught me and everybody taught me, but I have to read it from that book to actually get it to.
Sometimes you have to hear stuff from strangers.
Yes.
If you could have any celebrity, entertainer, model, athlete, whoever visit your mobile boutique, who would it be?
I follow a lot of people on Instagram, and I would. You guys can see I'm bad at names. I'm horrible. I would just say this. One of my top Instagram people that I follow on Instagram, I guess, is not a celebrity because I'm not really like a celebrity. Like if I see them, I'm like, I'll be like, oh, there goes Beyonce. Like, hi, Beyonce, I like what you have on. That's really cool, but I'm going to give you your space because it's all the time. But I follow a lot of people on Instagram that I just obsessed with, and I really appreciate their drive in business.
Cool. Now, because sometimes, just like even having like someone who's considered normal, of non-celebrity status is pretty cool. And especially if they have a large Instagram following and they come in your truck, they take pictures and they post it, the more love, the better. So what do you like to do in your free time to wind down and de-stress?
De-stress. I love to go out to eat, have a glass of wine, and hang with my friends, my husband, and my kids. I love to shop. I love to lay in bed and listen to a book and watch Netflix. I think my favorite day a few weeks ago was I didn't do anything but lay in the bed and watch Netflix with a heating pad because I was exhausted from binging that whole week. Oh. Yes.
You just needed to rest.
So that's my fun times.
Cool. And then Android or iPhone? And what's your favorite app?
Favorite app. So I love the iPhone. Favorite app is the app I told you about, the Umi app.
The UNUM one?
Yes, that's
was that it?
App.
I've never heard of that. I'm definitely gonna look that up.
I did one before, and you have to pay like $8 a month to be able to move your pictures around. But when I tell you this app is amazing, and it can save you so much time, and to organize your photos to where you can see like how your photos are going to look before you post them. Because sometimes you post stuff and you're like, oh wait, that don't go with what I have, so you have to delete it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know ahead of time, so I can plan it. So yeah.
No, I'm looking at it now. It looks really. Is there a fee like once you get into it? Because it seems like it's free to download.
Nope, it's free. I actually have I have a natural hair group in Oakland too, and I have that page connected to it. So yeah.
And then for the listeners out there, because some listeners are probably like, well, why would someone want or need to do that? But it's so important because right now, like I kind of do it when I edit things in Visco, but you can't move them around. So I cannot wait to try this app. But it is a smart way to plan because, for example, for the listeners out there, you might take 3 or 4 pictures, right? But how they sit next to each other will change the look of your Instagram account. So you might not want to put the, 2 white backgrounds and 2 black backgrounds pictures like right after each other. You might want to stagger it and then make sure that they look good next to each other. And so I get like an app like this will make sure that the photos look good, when they're all like kind of connected in that grid. Because when you go into Instagram, people see, the first 6 or 9 photos and they instantly judge you by them.
Then another app is Color Story. That's my favorite. I was a Visco person, but I changed the color.
Oh, you moved over.
I don't even know where that app is on my phone now.
It's an editing app?
It is, and it helps you bring out your colors in your photos. So I tend to, like, my truck is pink, and I have, like, a lot of bright color clothing. So I use that in there, and it's really cool.
Well, I'll tell you, Estrelle, like, I tried to put her onto Visco, and she hated it. So, because why did you hate it? Because you just said it was, like, it's just too much in it, right?
But now I use it all the time. It took me a year to actually use it.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. I'll have to like check out Color Story because why do you like Color Story over Visco? Just curious.
You can play. So there's so like if you have to open it and try it. It's like so hard to explain. But so it makes sure things just pop. Like that head wrap photo when I have the green on. You got to go to my Instagram and see that. Sorry, guys. But if you have something bright, so pineapples were really huge this summer, right? So say you have pineapple, that yellow could just come out so crisp and bright. And I like a lot of golds, and you can make your golds dull or brighter and all that fun stuff. Like, it just really brings out your photo. And I follow a lot of Instagram people that teach you kind of how to use color stories, because I like to play with colors on my Instagram stories, on my page. Or not,
So this is really for people who love, because not everybody has like, I guess, vibrant photos on their accounts. So this is people who love color and really want like their pictures to pop. And it's pretty, I guess, easy to use too.
Yeah.
What would you attempt to do if you knew you could not fail?
Oh my gosh. I will buy every piece of clothing out there and sell it all.
Wow.
I love everything. I do. It's so hard when I go to market because I want to buy and place orders for everything in there. So yes.
So do you, because, it was interesting. Someone recently posted about going to, what's that, Magic, I think?
Yeah.
And they were saying, like, I don't know if you guys saw it, but they were like, they'll never purchase online again because I guess just now them experiencing, seeing all these different clothes and feeling them, touching them, it's like, it's such a different experience and you know what you're going to get. Like, do you have a preference or do you buy like online and like at places like Magic?
I think I'm more comfortable with buying online just because I'm so close to the vendors. Like I can go to LA or I can go to Vegas for an hour trip and it's okay. I've noticed that a lot of other boutiques who are farther away, they're like, we can't get it because shipping is horrible. Like what they pay for shipping, I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm blessed.
Oh.
So I have gotten in my car at 2:00 in the morning and drove down to LA because I had an event the next day that I didn't know about. So, it kind of works for me. So I don't feel, when I go to Magic, I just love everything in the presentation and also how they like show the styles of the clothing. I go into their shops because of the mannequins. If they're dressed those mannequins bad and I like that's what I'm going to go in there and see what else is going on. Because there's so much that sometimes, digging is just like, oh, so yes. And you get ideas and you take pictures and you meet other people and it's fun.
That networking.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, where can the listeners find you?
Instagram, my favorite, Big Chop Accessories. You can find me. Twitter, Big Chop Accessories. And Facebook, Big Chop Accessories. And in Oakland, all the time, everywhere.
Right. Well, cool. I am so glad we were able to get you onto the show and really appreciate you sharing your story. And it's really cool to have somebody who's been in business for 4 years and then the mobile boutique for 2. So people can just hear how like what your story is, to let them know like every story doesn't have to start the same. Like you could do pop-up shops first if you want to and then go to a boutique. So thanks a lot for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so lots of good nuggets with this. I don't know what you took away, Astro, but like I really like the sale, because sales do draw people in. I was like, man, $5 t-shirts. Yeah, anybody would be like, ooh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
I can afford this.
Like, you should be charging more than $5. But I'm like, oh yeah, a sale that does get people in the door.
And I think another key thing for the listeners out there that have a mobile boutique or trailer, it is all about the outside that draws you in, because people need to have a good understanding of what's in store inside the truck, because people aren't just going to randomly walk into a truck.
Yeah. And then she kind of matches her social media, like her Instagram. She matches that color of her truck with the posts in her Instagram. So she has that boldness that pops on the outside of her truck, and then with the clothes and the inside. And she does the same thing with the photos on her Instagram. So it's all cohesive.
It is. And then genius partnering with event planners. Like we'll have to circle back with her to see, after she's done it for like several months, to see how it's going. But I think anytime you could partner with another business, and in this case, event planner, totally makes sense. That's just another way to get like kind of not guaranteed sales, but guaranteed at least spots of places that you could be in order to like try to generate more sales. So I hope you guys found this to be really useful, because I think she in here gave a lot of practical advice.
So we hope you enjoyed this episode. We really would like you guys to go to iTunes and leave us a review and give us a great rating. If possible, that would be great.
Yes, please do. And of course, on every single social media site, all you have to do is type in Find the Fashion Truck, actually, and we will come right up. We're literally everywhere. I think you probably
literally everywhere.
Like everywhere. We're just there. You go someplace and we're there. I want to say our two most popular places is the private Facebook group, but that is called Let's Talk About Fashion Trucks. So you would have to search that, or you could just look in the show notes. And then I would say like the second place where everybody is Instagram.
Yeah.
And you know what? Before we go, just a total aside, we worked really hard to like try to get our Instagram account up. And I feel like after you get to like 1,000 followers, like followers just kind of come after that. It gets easier. So for you guys, anybody who's just starting out and is really struggling with like getting 200-300 followers, we've been there, but we post less, but we still find ourselves getting like 2 or 3 followers on Instagram a day. So if we were more proactive, I think we probably could be up to 2,000 by now. But I just wanted to let you know that over time, it does get better.
Absolutely.
But anywho, all right. You guys have a wonderful day or night. And as always, thanks again. Bye.
Thanks for barking here.